Hello and welcome to Global Racing Esports Network. I'm your host.
All right, drivers, welcome to the Global Racing League's GT3 Series. Thanks for coming out. Thanks for joining. This is our inaugural event. Congrats, Daniel, on the pole there. I got a few things I'd like to go over. Number one thing is watch that pit road exit.
I do apologize for that. I had to bring quiet down the admins here. But welcome to Global Racing Esports Network for a very special new inaugural season of the Global Racing League's GT3 series. You might hear me call it GTS just because the 3 and the S are so similar. But hey, welcome to a very new series for Global Racing. We got a bunch of road course racing guys out here that the league headed up by Mark Royce. Mark Royce came to me and said he wanted to build a GT3 series and link it to global, and I said, well, that's a great idea. So here we go, the first race of this new series, new season, new series. We got a bunch of names out there that we're gonna have to learn and something about these guys, and well, we got some names out there that everybody should recognize. You got Mark Royce, he's over there in the truck series. We got Daniel Ott over there in the truck series. Ron Harrington, he's also a truck member, as well as Darren Snyder and a couple other guys. But here in about 3 minutes, we should be getting to racing. Now, this is going to be a 1 hour race. It is not, does not have laps per se. So the race is going to commence at 9 o'clock. And once that 9 o'clock bell tolls, or sorry, once that 1 hour bell tolls, that's going to be the end of the race. They'll do one more lap if the leader hasn't taken the start finish line yet. They'll do one more lap to finish that one lap up. But other than that, the race will be over at the 1 hour mark. So it's going to be very interesting to call this race. Hopefully all my overlays will work and tell me how much time we have left so I can keep you guys well informed. But here we go. I will try to do my best to try to call this race. I am not a very good road course guy per se, so a lot of these things, so we're going to learn as we go, though. Daniel Ott looks like to be the man up front right now. He got the pole. Let me see. James Logandin is second. Eric Berghoff is third. Mark Royce fourth. Stephen C. Knight is going to be fifth. Darren Snyder sixth. Kevin Ayers seventh. Zach Sternum is going to be eighth. Derek Wyam is going to be ninth. 10th is going to go to Keith Frazier. Paul Hamilton is 11th. Mike Wesberg is 12th. Three guys did not take the qualifying time. Raj Mangipudi, Ron Harrington, and Mike Farrell will be looks like 13th, 14th, and 15th. So if you like, if you care for some road course racing, this is a series that you might want to watch. If you are interested in driving some road course racing, this might be a series that you might want to apply for over here in Global Racing Esports Network, Global Racing League GT3 series. About 20 seconds, we should be getting underway. And we're here at the road course track in Indianapolis. So we're gonna. It's as you can see by the map on your right corner. It looks like it's got 14 turns. Yep. It looks like it's got 14 turns. Two very long straightaways, the front stretch and what I guess would be considered the back stretch. And then, like I said, 14 turns, left and right turns. So it's going to be very interesting. It looks like these guys are starting to grid up now. Let's see. As you see, and these cars are not like the cars that I normally call. They're not like the Xfinity cars or the ARCA cars that we are normally on this station. These are GT3 series cars. So there's 8 different kind of cars. You got your BMWs, Mercedes. I do believe there's a Porsche in there, some Ferraris, and we'll try to get all these different kind of manufacturers in there. Daniel Ott is I don't know yet. It looks like he's going to be driving maybe a Porsche. I'm not too sure. Yes, okay, yes, I got. Oh no, Daniel Ott is driving a Lamborghini, as James Longden is driving the Porsche. And BMW is Eric Borgoff and Mark Royce. More Mercedes and BMWs in the field more than anybody else. As you see these guys, we're going to do one pace lap, it looks like, and then we're going to get underway. Bombing 69 degrees Fahrenheit out there tonight. As you see these it's going to be really fun to watch these cars as they go through these turns. And these cars are designed for road course racing, unlike the trucks of NASCAR and the cars of NASCAR, who are not really built to do road course racing. These guys will be going high rate of speed around this track and getting down to some lower speeds. As these guys come onto the back stretch, going into turn 7, 8, 9, and 10, they're going to pick up a lot of speed and they're going to have to get down. It's a really sharp turn going into 7 and then some chicanes going to 8 and 9. So they're going to have to really get down to lower speed in order to make these turns. A lot of stuff that these guys are going to be doing that I am not suited to do. Let's see if we'll pull up. Make sure that my desktop audio is now working. And I do believe that no cautions. There's no full course caution, only localized cautions. About to go to green. Daniel Ott in that number 4 green Lamborghini. Coming down the front stretch, fixing to take the green flag.
Green, green, green.
Green flag in the air, and here we go. Going into turns 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Daniel Ott leads them down and see how much carnage we can have on this first turn. everybody seems to get through it cleanly. Side by side for the lead with Daniel Ott and James Logsden. Sorry, I'm gonna get that name back right. Ooh, side by side. Daniel Ott with the advantage. He's got Eric Berghoff right behind him. Now getting single file of the top 5 cars. Back here, Spencer McKnight back here being challenged by Darren Schneider. Back here, a little bit more battling going on back here. Kevin Ayers and Zach. Oh, sorry, Zach's all by himself here. Zach's. One lap fixing to be completed. James Logsden and Eric Berghoff, 1, 2, and 3. Fourth place of Mark Royce in that 50 BMW. Come back here a little bit farther and see what's going on back here with 15th place Keith Frazier. Ron Harrington with Ronsters Wraps back here in 14th position, or I don't know where everybody's adjusted at these laps along. I gotta wait to see where everybody's at. Ron Harrington and back here Roger Mangaputty doing their best to showcase what they have in this first race in the inaugural season here. Back up front, Dan O's leading the charge, but here comes James Logsden. At number 42. Coming back to try to put the pressure on that number 4 car. Eric Berghoff right there. Sorry, that's not Eric Berghoff. Mark Royce. Mark Royce is being shown in 3rd place. The top 3 guys breaking away a little bit from the 4th place of Eric Berghoff. away. James Logan takes the lead away from Daniel Ott. Now Mark Roy's trying to catch the second place from him. Give Mark Roy second place, put Daniel Ott back to third, but your leader, James Logan, getting around Daniel Ott, now taking off and leading. The gap between the two is about 1.1 seconds, so James is doing his, looks like that, gets up on those rumble strips and gets up on two wheels. Back here, some battling going on for 10th place and 11th place. Looks like Zach Sternham. Now Raj Mangapudi has made his way up to 8th. Oh, we got a car back here. I believe that is the 14 car of Mike Wessenberg. Let's go back and see what happened to him. As you see him coming down the back front stretch going in that turns. Oh, and he just loses all by himself. Luckily, he didn't hit anything or hit anyone, so he should be all right, just losing a lot of time. Back up front, James Lotzen still holding a 1.2 second lead over second place, Mark Royce. Third place now going to Eric Berghoff, who's gotten around our pole setter, Daniel Ott, falling all the way back to 7th. So the tires on that Lamborghini not holding up for the 4 car. Top three's kind of broke away from the rest of the field. Stephen C. Knight is 5 seconds now back behind our leader. If I was James, I wouldn't look now because Mark Royce is closing the distance between him and the back end of our leader. Now it's down to less than, now it's about a second difference coming down the front stretch, going into turns 1 and 2. Mark Royce just coming up. Soldier shoulder surgery. On top of that wheel tonight, though. We're approaching the 10-minute mark and the race. James Logsden now in the lead. Took it over from Daniel Ott, who was a pole setter. Back here, the number 67, Roger Mangapudi, back here in 8th position. Racing all by himself. Daniel Ott sitting there in the 7th position. Looking at the back end of Darren Schneider. James still continues to run. Out front. Built up a 1.5 second lead over Mark Royce. Now these guys, you can tell these guys are professional road course racers. They're out here. I haven't seen one of them besides that spin by, who was it? I believe it was the 14 of Mike Westberg. Everybody else has kept it on the track. As you see now, we got Daniel Ott trying to make his way back. And at number 4, looking underneath, Darren Schneider takes that away from him. Oh, Mike Westberg loses again. Right now. Back up front, our leader, the 42, James Logsdon. Mark Royce on that backstretch trying to catch James. Eric Berghoff in third, trying to keep up with these guys. Doing a very good job. Back there in fourth is now Stephen C. Knight. You see him coming, trying to get into the picture as well. Back to Daniel Ott, Darren Schneider. Roger Mangy put you up there in 8th place still. Zach Sterenhahn back here in 9th place. Paul Hamilton in 10th. 11th is going to go to Keith Frazier. Ron Harrington, oh Ronnie boy. Hope he had a good car show today. Back here in 12th. Michael Farrell in 13th. Mike Weisberg. We'll say Weisberg, yeah. Weisberger sounds better. Back here in 14th, and Darren Wim did not start the race, so, but he's back there in 15th place. So. Let's ride in with our leader, James Lawson. He's going around this track here. See him getting into the gears. Comes to that back stretch. Going in the 4th gear so far, going in the 5th gear. gets all the way back down to second gear. Naturally go through it. Great job. Let's go back here to somebody who's watching. Okay. Let's sit there and go watch Kevin Ayers go around with Stephen C. Knight right behind him, in front of him, I should say. Everybody pretty much spaced out. The two closest people together are Stephen C. Knight and Kevin Ayers right here. With, look like now, oh no, Eric Berghoff is over there. I might got a lap car in front of them. Or around them. Kevin Ayers in that 11 and Daniel Ott now caught up to these two. So this is where all the races happening at right here between these three gentlemen. About 2 minutes away from 20 minutes being marked off of the clock. We're almost at the 40 mark to go. Give some Atlanta updates. The Falcons almost came back to win. As I see, I stopped watching it when it was like that, but come home short. Losing by 4 to the Super Bowl champions, the Rams, but a good comeback for Mariota and the Falcons. The Braves, they won today against the Philadelphia Phillies. So, congratulations to my Falcons, or to my Braves. Mark Roy's now down 3 seconds behind James. Trying his best to get back up to him. Doesn't seem to be. I do not know the fuel runs or if these guys are going to even need to stop for fuel. Well, they've gone 14 laps. The first 8, 9. Everybody's gone 14 laps so far. I'm not sure how much a fuel run goes at these tracks, but I imagine they're going to have to at least pit one time. Battling going back here with Kevin Ayers and Daniel Ott. looks like Daniel Ott wants to get around him and make that move, but then thinks better of it, gets right back behind him, and Levin pulls away. Right here we see our leader approaching some slower traffic for the first time in this race. We'll see how. I do know that these guys get the blue flags waved at them when they got the leaders coming up to them, but I do not think that you have to abide it. So we'll see what Mike Weisberg does with the leaders coming up right behind him. It's like we got two guys out of the race, Darren Wynn and Keith Frazier. Both those guys have taken their cars behind the garage, or behind the wall and into the garage. Our leader gets around the 14 easily. Now it's picked up 5-second lead over Mark Royce. Mark Royce falling back considerable. He's now going to have to worry about Eric Berghoff coming up here and challenge him for that second position. Daniel Ott sending it in on that corner there. My calculator here is calculating that these guys can do 42 and a half laps before the hour mark is over. Keep it right back here on this battle for 4th, 5th, and 6th. The three closest cars. It's the only battle that's going on right about now. Back here, the 88 of Eric Berghoff. He's trying to catch the 50 car of Mark Royce. Mark Royce now coming past the 14 car of Mike Weisberg. One lap down. Out front, clear sailing for Mr. James Logston. I'm gonna call him Logston, because that's what it looks like to me. James Logston, 5.8 second gap from him to Mark Royce. So he's just sitting on cruise control and trying to hope nothing bad happens to that car. No malfunctions, no mechanical breakdowns. And And he's just gonna run away with his first inaugural race of the Global Racing GT3 series. Raj Vanderpool passing. Daniel Ott comes down pit road. Daniel Ott, the first one down pit road. Is that gonna start the chain reaction? Daniel Ott coming down on the eve of halfway. We got 31 minutes and 45 seconds left to go of this race. Now Eric Berghoff, he's down pit road. Looks like Raj Mangaputi's coming down pit road as well. Nope, he is not. The leader is caught the number 12. Looks like he's having quite the handling on that number 12 car there, Michael Farrell. You see the headlights have come on the front of these cars here. I believe those might not be headlights, but I guess they are headlights. It doesn't look like it's dark enough for them to come on, but when will our leader come in? Is he losing a lot of time out there on those older tires? to guys like Daniel Ott. Eric Berghoff, he's out there on fresh tires now. Was able to stay out in front of Daniel Ott. And Raj Mangapudi, he's coming down pit road. Looks like might have some damage. He's coming down awfully sensitive there. He's coming down really, really slow. I don't know what the speed limit for pit road is, but that seems to be awfully. He might be out of gas, and he's trying to get it. He's trying to run it to the pit road, or he could have blown his engine, one, two. But it looks like he is not gonna make it to his stall. Mark Roy's going around some slower traffic. James Austin still has not pitted. He's got a 10-second lead over Mark Royce, who has not pitted as well. First one lap or on fresh tires is Eric Berghoff, but he's a minute and 9 seconds behind our leader. Not really making up a headway. Doesn't seem to be any faster on those fresher tires than our leader, James Loxton. Now, I'm not no pro or a guy who knows very much about road course racing, but I do believe that they should have tire wear. I don't know if they went and got fresh tires or just got fuel to make it the rest of the way. Continues to dominate this race. Poster for tonight's race. Back here in 7th position. Mark Royce now coming down to the attention of his pit crew. So that puts everybody besides 2 cars. James Logan and Mike Farrell. And here comes our leader coming down pit road. James Logsdon, one of the last cars to come down pit road. Michael Farrell still out there, but he is 1 lap down, but he is on 26 lap old tires. We are about ready. We're about at the 20-minute mark. Leader still coming down pit road, taking them a while to get down pit road. Mark Royce back here. The gap continues to fall. Can Mark Royce erase the difference of 20 seconds now? And James is now coming off of pit road, getting back onto the track. Get back up to speed. And he is back on the track, back up to speed. Still has a 12-second, now 13-second lead over Mark Royce. Now being showed in that 3rd place. See him getting around the slow car, Raj Mangipudi. Not too far back is Eric Berghoff. Mark Royce coming down that backstretch, going into turns 7, 8, and 9. Go through the S curves or the chicanes. I just realized what my map up there looks like. I'm probably going to get knocked off of YouTube for that. I do know what to call this track the next time we come to it. So let's go through the field at the 17-minute mark. Got James Logsdon out front, your leader for most of the race. Mark Royce, the lead admin, the guy that is heading up the global GT3 series. Mark Royce sitting there in second. Daniel Ott, one of the Global League Truck Series regulars, in third place. Eric Berghoff making his global. Oh, got a car back there. That was I don't know who that was back there. All right, well, we lost it, but all right, back up to Eric in the 88 making his Global Racing League debut in that 88 sitting there in fourth. For the moment, Kevin Ayers in that 11 car also making his global racing debut, sitting there in fifth place. Stephen Knight, another guy making his debut, sitting there in sixth. Darren Schneider, Truck Series regular over there for Devil Dogs Racing, he's in seventh. Zach Sternum in that 38 car making his global racing debut, he's in eighth, as well as Paul Hamilton in ninth. Mike Weisberg in the 14 car, he's sitting there in 10th, as well as Mike Farrell in 12th. Raj Mangipudi is not looking too hot here. I think he's going to come back down pit road. I think his car might be a little messed up. He's sitting there in 12th. And good old Ron Harrington in that 66 car sitting there in 13th place. And those are the cars that are on the track. You see Ron Harrington getting off the track. Here comes the 42 of James Logsdon. Back down the front stretch, coming across the start-finish line one more time. 15 minutes remaining in this race. And if that 15-minute timer clocks down, whatever, next time that our leader comes across the start-finish line, that will be the end of the race. Right now, James Logsdon seems to figure this track out because he's got a 15.5-second gap over Mark Royce, the second place runner at the moment. Daniel Ott, our pole leader, he's back here in third place trying to see if he can do something. He's got a good 5-second gap over the 11 car of Kevin Ayers. Kevin Ayers and Eric Berghoff have been battling for the last 4 or 5 laps trying to decide who wants the fourth position more. Approaching the 10-minute mark. Got about a minute and a half left to go up till the 10-minute mark. James Logsdon still continuing to lead now, 17-second gap over Mark Royce. Another 7 seconds behind, or 24 seconds behind him, behind James, is our third place runner, Daniel Ott. I've been waiting for this battle between Kevin Ayers and Eric Berghoff to heat up some more and give some interesting racing side by side. But it seems like Eric just cannot get up alongside. I mean, I know for road course it's hard to make passes and get up there to make a pass. There's nothing not like the oval. At the 10-minute mark, 10 more minutes of this race and we will declare a winner. Right now it's looking like James Logsdon's gonna be your clear-cut winner, but anything can happen. A bad move can be made by our leader and open the door for a lot of different opportunities. About 9.5 minutes to answer all these questions. This Thursday, we're going to come back and watch some good old-fashioned Global Racing League ARCA series. They're going to be doing some more road course racing. They're going to be at the Charlotte Roval this Thursday, 8 o'clock. So, yeah, if you didn't get enough of tonight's road course, come back for Thursday. We're going to give you some more. Guys are probably going to be able to do about 6. Our leaders probably going to be able to do 6 more laps. Oh, just seen. I think that was the 14 car. No, it might have not been. Somebody just jumped to the pits. It was a red car. I'm not sure. See Raj and Ron coming back out on the track. Approaching 5 minutes to go. Sitting at 6.5 minutes right now. James logged it on tap to do 43 laps in this hour. Got Mark Royce back here in second place. Daniel Ott in third. Still trying to chase, not too far away from Mark Royce now. They're only, let me see, where is he at? Yeah, not too far. I mean, far enough where Daniel's going to need a lot more laps and a lot more time to get there. And he has closed in on the back end of the 50 car of Mark Royce. As you see him back there. Mark Royce makes one mistake and Daniel Ott's gonna capitalize on it. That's the leader right here. He's built up a 20-second lead over Mark Royce, but even if he makes a slight mistakes and get that car turned around, it's definitely going to be interesting. Would be interesting at the end. But right now, only thing he's got to do is hold off for 4 more minutes, and he's going to be the winner. Man, you could be making another stint inside the pit road. Approaching 2 minutes left in the race. The Bear Pope I think it's a Porsche has this lead well in hand. So we'll see if our leader, James Logsdon, can finish this lap before the 1 minute time check clicks away. This could be the last lap. I think they're supposed to get the 1 to go signal. So this is they're probably definitely going to get the 1 to go signal this time by. So we'll keep it here with James Logsdon and witness the first inaugural winner for Global GT3 Series. As you see him coming around the corners. 13 going into 14. 8 seconds. Oh, he hits the wall coming out of the turn. I don't know how much damage that's gonna, and he's gonna take the checkered flag. That is it. James Logsdon is gonna be your winner. Here comes James Logsdon, takes first place. Mark Royce is coming around and he's going to take the second place. Third place, Daniel Ott comes aboard. There's your winner right there, James Logsdon. Darren Schneider and Mike Farrell, a couple of them still have to finish their last lap up. As we're watching, let's go ahead and go through the results. James Logsdon is going to be your winner tonight. Mark Royce is second. Daniel Ott third. Kevin Ayers fourth. Stephen Knight is going to be fifth. Sixth is going to go to Eric Boogroff. Seventh is Darren Schneider. Eighth is Zach Sternum. 9th is Paul Hamilton. 10th is Michael Farrell. 11th is going to be Mike Weisberg. 12th, Roger Mangapudi. Ron Harrington's 13th. Keith Fraser is going to be 14th. And Derek Wim is going to be 15th. And that's your 50 drivers tonight. Put on a really good show for you. I guess they don't do no burnouts over here in the GT3 series. So we're going to pause it right there. And that's going to be your winner tonight. Let's see if we can find a good picture of them there. All right, so let's go ahead and get to these. Let's talk to Daniel Ott, the third place finisher tonight. He sat on the pole. fell all the way back to 7th, made his way back up to a 3rd place finish. Daniel Ott, Mike Leshner Booth, you got a copy. Daniel Ott, Mike, you got your voice muted, Daniel, if you're talking. Daniel Ott, Mike Leshner Booth. Now you deafen yourself. All right, now you undeafen yourself. Now you got to unmute yourself to talk there, my friend. Right click on your name or hit the little microphone down on the bottom that has a red line through it. All right, so I do apologize for having some technical difficulties here in the booth. Daniel has seemed to have permanently muted his mic. So we're going to leave him there, and then we're going to talk to Mark Royce. We're going to bring Mark Royce down here, and hopefully he does not have the problem of they might not have the permission to let's see here. Mark Royce, Mike Leshner in the booth. You got a copy?
I do. I got you, Mike. How are you? How was it?
I'm doing fine. Daniel Ott has a problem here. His mic is muted. Do y'all have it? Give him permission that he's allowed to talk in here, because sometimes you got it's setting up these live broadcast things in the broadcast channel. Sometimes when guys come in, they won't be able to have permission to talk. It automatically mutes them when they come in. So
how about now?
It's still showing that his mic is muted. I don't know if it's on his end or our end, but let's get to the interviews here, and we'll see if Daniel Ott can get his stuff fixed here in a minute, and we'll talk to him again. But inaugural race, you're the lead man over here in GT3 series for Global Racing, man. First of all, congratulations on a runner-up position. With everything that it's take to get you guys here and get this league up and running, how good are you feeling right now with that 2nd place finish?
I feel pretty good, Mike. I wasn't sure I was going to be able to make this race a couple of weeks ago with my shoulder surgery, and to be able to come home 2nd place and actually finish it. And I think I finished with 0 incidents, which was pretty good. So I'm feeling pretty good, and I want to thank you for letting us put this race together.
Oh, it's my pleasure. And Daniel Ott does not have permission to talk into this channel, so I guess we're gonna have to. All right, let me see if I can. That might have worked right there. Let me see. Yes, Daniel Ott, Mike Leshner in the booth. You have a copy. Daniel Ott, Mike Leshner in the booth. You have a copy. All right, seeing the thing go green.
I got you now.
All right, man. Good deal. Okay, well, we're going to switch gears right now. We got both you and Mark Royce up here. Mark, you were saying before I cut you off?
Yeah, so it was a great race, first inaugural race for the GT3 series. We had a decent turnout and didn't have a whole bunch of mayhem, so I'm pretty pleased with everything that I saw, and I'm very happy to finish the race in 2nd place. Congratulations to James. He really handed it to us.
Yeah, we'll get to that real quick. And Daniel, you started off on the pole. You came home 3rd. Inaugural race, I know you're probably a little bit disappointed that you didn't finish where you started, but 3rd place in the first race, not too bad. How are you feeling?
Oh yeah, I wish I could have done a little bit better. Car was wrecking loose the first few laps, and I did end up spinning, but I worked my way back up there by saving fuel. So it feels pretty good for that.
Well, that's good. First race out there, like I said, I told y'all, I told everybody I'm not really knowledgeable on road course racing. I did the best that I possibly could with the limited knowledge I had, but it looked like it was a lot of fun out there. You guys were doing some high speeds, going into turns, getting downshifting, everything that I do not do. You guys were doing a professional job of.
Yeah, well, me and Daniel and a handful of us, we've been racing together for a better part of a year, road racing, and We put a lot of time in, a lot of seat time in to get it done. And Daniel was creeping up on me. He was coming back to get me. If probably another, if it was a 90-minute race, I probably wouldn't have finished second.
He was definitely doing a good job. I was watching him going back through the field. He was down there to 7th place. After I guess he had spin, I didn't catch him spinning, but having a good comeback, get back up to 3rd place finish, man. Next week, do you have the schedule up so that I can look at the schedule and find out where we're going next week?
Next week we'll be at Laguna Seca.
Laguna Seca, I know that track very well from my Gran Turismo days, but still doesn't mean I actually like it. But how are you guys liking your chances out there? Is that a race that we can see y'all back up here in the booth with?
Go ahead, Daniel.
I like Laguna Seca. It usually doesn't like me. The corkscrew usually bites me once or twice a race, but hopefully it doesn't next week.
In my case, I guess it'll depend on how much my physical therapist beats up my shoulder and how much seat time I can get this week, but I'm going to give it a shot.
There you go. We always look forward to talking to you guys. You guys did a great job on getting this league up and running, or this series up and running, and we appreciate you. As you know, you're bringing it to the global so the global can expand. Mark or Daniel, I'll give you the first. Who can we give a shout out for that 3rd place finish tonight?
I want to shout out Mark and Eric and Darren and Keith and you, Mike. Thanks for letting us do this. All the hard work from everybody. Looking like it's going to be a good season.
I definitely agree with you on that. Mark Royce, who can we give a shout out for you?
The same group of guys, including yourself, Michael. It was a lot of work to get to this point, and I couldn't have done it without them and without you. And I appreciate all the help to get it to this point. And congratulations to James, man. He put on a heck of a race. I was on him for a while, but he never made a mistake and never let up and kind of disappeared in my windshield. So congrats to him.
All right, there you go. All right, man. Well, congratulations to both of y'all on the 2nd and 3rd place finish. I'm going to send you back down to the driver's waiting room, and then we're going to talk to the man of the hour, the man who, as they were saying, just got in that car and moved away from everybody. Had a good 20-second lead when he was coming across the start-finish line. James, and I hope I am not destroying your name, Logsden. Mike Leshner, you got a copy?
Yeah, you got it right in one.
Okay, well, I had to work about 3 or 4 times in race to actually try to get that down. I'm glad I am pronouncing it right for you. But man, you're coming over here. You're fresh to global racing, and you're of course this is the first race in the global racing GT3 series. Come home with the inaugural win. That's got to feel 100% jumping for joy right now.
Yeah, it feels really great. I wasn't sure what to expect coming into this league, and today I was just able to lay down consistent lap times, and I think that really helped me get through with a win.
Yeah, well, you definitely got through with a win. Started off top 5, or actually top 2, right? You started off on the outside pole.
Yeah, I did.
Okay, you smartly got behind the pole setter Daniel out there, and y'all were able to break away. And as soon as you realized that you were broken away from the rest of the pack, you made your move. You never looked back. Never even lost the lead going into the pits, man. Congratulations, man. How was the driving out there?
It was pretty good, actually. The track felt really nice. It was a little bit cooler, I think, than I was expecting, but it started in the morning, and so warmed up. But the track still didn't get too warm, so the grip stayed really nice throughout the whole thing. I actually felt my lap times coming down even still as we were getting towards the end, as my tires were getting close to degrading. So it felt really great out there.
Now, you stayed out there longer than almost everybody out there. The only other person that stayed out there as long as you did was a lap down car, so it was no like that. But when they came back out, you were still gaining on them with them having fresh tires. Do you guys change tires, or did you just drop down and get fuel?
I only dropped in to get fuel. Usually in an hour-long stint like that, I think you can stay with the tires the whole time and usually make them work throughout the whole stint. If it's a really hot track, you might have trouble doing that, but this was a great temperature for that.
10-4, man. I appreciate you explaining that to me because I was wondering why people were coming down the pit road and coming back out, and they was not gaining any ground on you with fresh tires. So obviously they did not have fresh tires; they were just getting fuel. So, but man, besides that explanation, man, we're going to Laguna Seca next week. How are you feeling about your chances of repeating over there?
Laguna Seca is one of my worst tracks, to be honest. So it might be a bit tough for me to even be one of the top racers up there. So we'll just have to see how it goes. I might actually put in some practice time this week and just see where I land.
All right. Well, man, over here in Global Racing Esports Network, we always give the drivers, the top 3 drivers, the opportunity to give shout outs to whoever might be watching or whoever might be rewatching on YouTube later on. So, James, the floor is yours. Who can we give a shout out to?
So first off, just Raj Manjaputi for inviting me to this league. I really appreciate that. It's great to have new opportunities. And then also my team, Dean Bearpope, that I do endurance races with. So if y'all are out there, thanks for watching.
All right. Well, there's congratulations once again for coming home the winner in the first inaugural race here in Global Racing, the Global Racing League GT3 series. That's a lot to say.
It's a real mouthful.
After saying talking all the way through this broadcast, and then they expect me to say GT3 like 500 times. But congratulations once again, man. We look forward to talking to you again next week. And down the road here, we got some good races coming up that we're probably going to see you more than once up here.
All right. Well, thanks again, and hope to see you again soon.
All right. That's James Langston, your winner tonight, the inaugural winner. Can never take that away from him. We're going to send him back down to driver's waiting room. Man, what a great race. A lot of action and a lot of non-action. No crashes really to speak of. A couple of spin outs, but other than that, there's some great racing. And we definitely look forward to coming back next week at WeatherTech Raceway at Laguna Seca for Global Racing Esports Network. I'm Mike Lester. Good night.